Hey everybody, I'm Logan Alec. I'm a CPA on Choice Tax Relief. Today we're looking at a question from DTD Grom. Saw my video about tax debt relief explained how to settle with the IRS. Grom says, my lawyer needs to see your video, Logan. The dude didn't negotiate anything with the IRS and got me stuck in a $4,000 a month payment plan. Now, for the average person, a $4,000 a month payment plan would absolutely stink. Grom, I don't know if that is terrible for your situation without actually knowing your situation. It's very possible that, as you said, your lawyer didn't negotiate anything for you, and the IRS saw you had $4,000 a month disposable income. They're like, we want that. Or maybe your lawyer did not argue down your disposable income enough, like he or she should have. But the fact of the matter is, tax relief is all relative, folks. Okay, this is true both with an offer in compromise as well as with other forms of tax relief, right? I did a video about how a Hollywood celebrity, Charlie Sheen, got an offer in compromise approved with the IRS, right? His offer in compromise amount was, he had to pay in the offer like $3 million, okay? And if I told any one of our clients, except for maybe a handful of our absolute largest cases we've ever handled, hey, we got an offer of compromise approved for you. Yeah, you got to pay the IRS $3 million to sell your tax debt. They'd be like, what are you talking about? That doesn't make sense. Well, it made sense for Charlie because he paid the IRS $3 million on his $7 million of tax debt, right? So that's a great win for him. He saved millions of dollars, right, in that offer in compromise. Now, it's the same thing for installment agreements. We have had clients who it was an absolute win. Okay, it was like just an absolute, almost a miracle win that we got them into a $15,000 a month installment agreement, a $20,000 a month installment agreement, a $25,000 a month installment agreement. Why? Because the IRS looked at these folks, and yes, they were high income earners with lots of assets. They wanted to wreck, these were all revenue officer cases, they wanted to wreck their lives, basically force them to liquidate all of their assets and make them pay off their IRS debt like immediately, essentially, which would have devastating effects on these people's financial situation, right? So compared to that, a $20,000 a month installment agreements to some folks is great. That's like, I don't want to say heaven, but that's amazing. That's a win. And on top of that, for some of these folks, that $15,000 a month or $25,000 a month or whatever the payment was, that ended up being a partial payment installment agreement, meaning that even paying the IRS $25,000 a month until their tax debt drops off, $25,000 a month until their CSED date, would still result in a lot of their tax debt dropping off. And yes, these are folks who owe multiple seven figures to the IRS, which is not our typical client, but we do work with folks who have that level of a problem. Now, back to DTG Grom's situation. That $4,000 a month DTG Grom, it might be an absolute win, right? And your tax attorney did a great job. Or maybe, as you said, they didn't do anything, and they just, bent over for the IRS, and they got you into a $4,000 a month payment plan, when a more competent tax professional could have gotten you into maybe a $3,000 a month or a $2,000 a month or a $1,000 a month or even lower payment plan if they knew how to use the IRS's own rules, procedures, and guidelines against them in favor of their client. Impossible to say without knowing your situation, Grom, but thank you for commenting. I love the comments. I love answering the comments. Yeah, I love it. So keep them coming, folks. If you owe the IRS at least $10,000 or your state, or you have multiple years of unfiled tax returns, you qualify for a free consultation with us here at Choice Tax Relief. Just call 866-8000-TAX. That's 866-8000-829. Or you can go to choicetaxrelief.com, fill out the form, and we'll reach out to you to schedule a free consultation. I have some other tax relief videos here on the side of the screen for your education and enjoyment. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.